Stuff like that.
My short name, but then my number is, I didn't put that. Now,
I may not enjoy it.
Certainly seems like a questionable choice.
I know, but okay. I just say. Go ahead and open the Board of Public Works and Safety. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please, Carol.
Mayor Sheets,
Present.
Greg Miller,
Present.
Megan Sheets.
Present. Okay, we have the minutes from the August 14th, 2023 regular meeting.
I make a motion to accept the minutes from August 14th meeting.
I'll second. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Okay, minutes are passed. We have the claims over here. Were there any requisitions?
There are no
Okay,
requisitions.
okay, just our claims for this time.
I'll make the motion that we approve the claims as submitted on Care Heartbeat City.
And a second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Do we have any public comments?
No,
Nothing? Okay. Okay, next we have department reports. We're gonna start with the police department. Chief Shoemaker.
No, not yet.
Should be by the next meeting.
I'll write that down. I got a couple things I want to get out of the way before we do.
Oh, okay, okay.
Franklin High School has a parade scheduled for homecoming on September 29th. The parade would start at 5:30. It would require police and street departments to be involved, going down Rochester from Main to Clinton to Mass Road to the high school. I've asked that the board approve those departments to work together and on September 29th.
Commission to approve the request to hold that homecoming parade.
A second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay, and you'll get in touch with the lady that requested that. Thank you.
The other thing is, I received a letter from the schools, two schools in Frankfurt for Avery Street. Obviously, during the day, there's no vehicles parked there, but I assume in the morning and after school, there are. I think Jason and I can work, there's not much of a curb down there to paint yellow. A sign would be literally in the roadway, right at the edge of the road. So I don't know, Jason and I can, there's a few curbs that can be painted where they redid 75, but the sidewalk is flush with the street.
It is.
So I brought that for you all to take a look at. I assume the bus is going to turn from the north before school and comes from the south after school. So the road's very, very tight anyway. It could probably be a no parking on one side. But I think
So parking on both sides, I thought it was just
when I,
both sides?
Yeah, both sides. Today, yeah, I don't know how anybody can fit down through there if cars on both sides.
I always thought it was just north, but
So we could potentially do the south side. Most of the cars are parked on the north side, south side, very few.
very few on the south side.
So I don't know if Jason, did you get the same letter?
That's true probably as well for the fire department, trying to get down through there.
That corner is very tight. There because, yeah, they do park on both sides. Like you said, even getting down in the middle of the block is difficult.
Right. So I would suggest we paint the curbs yellow that are there.
Okay,
Tonight, and I can go down there.
for that big deal, if you make it, yeah, right, okay. Thank you.
That's yours.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
All right, this evening, I'm requesting the Board of Public Works and Safety approve the hiring of Gustavo A. Garcia as the next Frankfurt police officer. Gustavo is a lateral police officer coming to us from the Kokomo Police Department. He graduated the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy on August 18th, 2023. Gustavo, come here. Gustavo is a Frankfurt High School alumni where he was a rock star of a soccer player, so he tells me, and is very excited to be a member of our department. Gustavo has passed all department hiring investigations, and with your approval, will become Officer Gustavo Garcia, badge number 326. I'm honored to ask you to officially hire Gustavo with an effective start date of tomorrow, August 29th, 2023.
I'll make a motion, approve the hiring of Gustavo Garcia, effective for August 29th, tomorrow.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay.
You want to say anything?
Thank you guys for the opportunity. I'm excited to be back home and serving and protecting my community.
Thank you. Thank you for coming back to Frankfurt. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Do you want to do this one? Is she okay or does she want me to wait for her? Let's see if she's okay with it.
Well, it's hot here. They didn't turn the air on.
Chief, you need somebody else on your softball team, it'll be a good softball.
Why you gotta bring that up?
About this. Okay, I just,
I, Gustavo A. Garcia,
I solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America
of the United States of America,
and the Constitution
the Constitution
of the State of Indiana,
of the State of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and honestly
and honestly
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as patrol officer
as patrol officer
according to law
according to law
and to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. See? Oh, act like you're too quick. That is all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations to our new deputy police officer, the Frankfurt Police Department. I wish you the best. I know you're going to do a great job. And thank you for coming back here when you can. Thank you. Hey, thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. See ya.
Okay, next we have building services, Don Stock.
Jump up there, number 2 slot. Thank you, Member. Thank you, Mayor, appreciate you getting to us. I have 2 new hires that I would like to be ratified if I could this evening. Grace Mora, who started work on August the 22nd, and then Miranda Danner will be working starting tomorrow. Both of them are administrative assistants, and Grace has been great.
Good,
and
that's great to hear.
just outstanding, and can't wait for Miranda to get started. They'll get us back to pretty close to normal outside of inspector today. Weldon started today, had about 3 inspections to do today for us today. So we're trying to get ourselves back.
So is that how you're gonna use them? Do they have certain days that they're gonna come in, certain times, or
Yeah,
how are you doing that?
Right now, Weldon can come in either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday.
Okay.
And so I'm only gonna have them come in when I get enough for 2 hours worth of inspections.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get all that worked out. Today we had a big jumbled kind of a mess because not only is he doing our inspections, he being Brian Baker, but he also does the counties too, also. And so the county had him lined up for 4 already, and I had him for 3. So we had to do some finagling on time frame to get him in today, and then I told him that we'll do better. So what we did today is we each now can pull up each other's inspections so we can see who's got him down already, so that we can get him lined up. And if one day gets full, we'll just move it to the next possible day, either Wednesday or Friday, and try to make it all work the best we can.
Good,
But went okay today.
good. Always like to hear that.
Yeah.
We want to go ahead and,
Yes. I'll make a motion that we ratify the hiring of Grace Mora that was effective August 22nd, as well as Miranda Danner, who will start tomorrow.
Second motion.
roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank
There
you
go.
very much.
You're welcome.
We're pretty excited, can you tell?
Oh, yeah, we should be. We're
That's you
excited.
being excited, right?
Yeah, back to normal. Well, as normal can be in my eyes.
Yeah. Okay, Parks Department, Joel Tatum.
So I have a couple of property agreements that are, use agreements that are on the agenda tonight. One of them is for the class of 71 reunion. They're requesting the Encompass Event Center, but they also would like alcohol, which is being provided by the Angry Dog. And that's for October 14th.
I'll make a motion that we accept the agreement for the class reunion of 1971 for October 14th.
I'll second. I was gonna go off the rail and say, pretty rowdy group there.
But
I will second with that.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
And then the only other thing that was on the agenda was the danger code danger cone agreement. They're still having issues with their electrical, but we're supposed to meet with them and City Light and Power tomorrow morning at 8 AM. So hopefully we'll get
Thank
something going on that.
Thank you. And,
We'll hold off on this for right now.
and I don't think it was on here, but I wanted it. Could we approve it pending them being able to work out the electrical thing along with, I don't know if it's on this application, but they want to be able to do Veterans Park as well. And I talked to them the other day and I'm fine. They can hook up to Veterans Park with no problem. It just seemed to be a problem down by Prairie Creek. And they said TPA as well, so I'm glad you're gonna meet with them tomorrow, but, what are your thoughts on approving it pending that they get the electrical and then also let them go ahead and use Veterans?
I do have just one question, because I'd certainly be in favor of that, but this particular application is saying setting up random days throughout the months. So is that with the guidance and oversight of your department?
Yes, that would be worked out with KDN.
Okay, so we wouldn't have duplication of
Right.
vendors and that sort of thing?
No, they wouldn't be
So
allowed
you're
to set up
there-
during like an event or anything like that unless they were scheduled for that day.
Okay, as long as your department
Yeah.
superintending that, okay. Then I will make the motion that we approve pending the resolution of the electrical issue in Prairie Creek Park, but the future provisions of the danger cone vendor, at both at Prairie Creek Park and then at Veterans Park.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay,
And
thank
then-
you.
Well, one thing that I did come in today with, I heard back, we talked at the last meeting about the horseshoe pitching tournament
Yes.
and renting a portable restroom.
Mhm.
The portable company that Megan, I believe you sent me, doesn't service this area,
Be great, yeah.
but KDN actually used one for her wedding out of Lafayette, and so we talked to them, it's Hoosier Potty. But it's $2,000 for the 2 days.
And is that two trailers, men's and women's?
It's
or-
one trailer with
But
two,
separate.
with a men's and a women's. And I just heard back from the phone from him today, I don't actually have a contract yet, but that's also before the next meeting,
So
so.
I was gonna say, what's that date?
September 9th and 10th.
9th and 10th, okay.
If I recall, it's a state horseshoe tournament.
Right,
It is the 30th year, so I think there might be more buzz than usual. I think because of, there's certain money still available, might have to be appropriated in the park budget. But I'd certainly like to put the motion out that we approve this service this year and reevaluate its need next year.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
And when you find out an amount for sure, and
Yeah.
let me know
I
so
will.
that we can.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be a pretty
soon as I
big
get-
event this year.
Yeah, as soon as I get the contract, I'll let you know.
Okay.
He's supposed to be emailing it over, so
Okay.
hopefully we'll.
And it does bring a lot of people into our community, and this is gonna be a really big year for them, so, yeah. That's how.
Now we just gotta get picnic tables out of the creek.
In the creek?
Yeah, somebody decided to throw the horseshoe courts picnic tables into the creek. So we gotta figure out how to try to get them out of the creek.
Oh,
Nice.
We'll figure it out some way.
okay.
That's all I have.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank
Thank you,
you,
Joe.
thank you. Matt, did you have anything?
I do not.
Kimberly? Jason?
I got a couple things, Mayor.
Okay.
The mayor had forwarded Ryan Scott some emails in reference to some things that the public was looking at in a couple different sections of town. And over the weekend and then also today, I drove it. One of them was the Wilshire Drive and Wilshire Court areas. They were looking for speed signage or deer crossing signage. Myself and Brian Kilman went down this morning and looked at that. And we are going to add a speed limit sign and update one that's already there. I travel that area quite a bit. I know there's deer that hang out around there, but I'm not sure that it would require a deer crossing sign on Wilshire Drive or Wilshire Court, but I'll let you guys determine that. But I go that way quite a bit. I've maybe seen one across in front of me at Wilshire Drive. On Kiger Street near the park was another one. There is already 20 mile an hour or 15 mile an hour zone signs down there. I did ask Brian if you're okay with it to add an additional speed limit sign coming westbound from like the pickleball courts coming around the corner there. There wasn't one from basically Clay Street to that intersection there. And then there was requested speed limit signs on Main Street from Kiger to Wesley Manor. There's one as you enter Main Street, and there's one as you just go past, just come out of Wesley Manor on the end. So I've asked Brian to look into putting a couple more speed limit signs there. Those are 30 mile an hour speed limit zones on Main Street. And there is 2 children at play signs in those exact locations, right in those same locations. So if the board orders is okay for us to go ahead and move forward on the speed limit signs, and then you guys can let me know what you'd like to do in reference to the deer crossing. Wilshire, I think that was the only area that was looking for deer crossings.
And all that park area would be 20.
Yes.
Or you put 'em.
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we accept the speed limit signs as directed by the street department superintendent, Jason Forsythe.
And I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller. Megan Sheets.
Aye.
One thing I forgot to mention in reference to that, we also received, it must have came through the website. I think Christina just forwarded it to me about Williams Road. There was some issues with how some of the signage looked as far as speed limit signs. So we went down and changed 2 of those signs out and put new ones down there today. So that's been done and taken care of. I'm not sure who called about it or who emailed about it.
Did you get it,
on the
Kimberly?
website. So but that's been taken care of today as well.
Okay.
And then the second thing I had was, and this came into me over the weekend, so I appreciate you getting in front of you today. But the fun group has asked for their Halloween Scare on the Square, is what it's called, October 31st. Kind of a long thing there, but basically they want to close down Main Street from the alleyway that runs next to Rick Martin's office to Clinton Street from 3 to 5 to kind of set up all of their event. And then from, I think it was 5 to 7, 5 to 7:30, they would like to close it from basically State Road 28 to Walnut to Clinton Street on Main during the event itself. And that's, like I said, October 31st. And it'd be partially 3 to 5 and the whole section of town from 5 to 7.
Is Main Street doing an event as well at the same time? I mean, is there another Halloween celebration
And I
going
think
on?
they did it at the same time.
Typically
didn't they?
trick or treat on the square.
Yes, that's what I was
Is
thinking.
it the same night? Did they, I thought someone said about they were gonna try to do them all on the same night.
There. Main Street's is 5:30 to 7. It goes with the Halloween hours of the city.
Okay,
So, but it's concurrent on the 31st?
Yeah, it'll be on the 31st, the same day that they do the rest of the Halloween.
I think to make it a safe celebratory
Yeah.
event for the children in our community, I'd like to approve this request for the fun group.
And second.
roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
And maybe the next meeting or so, we need to approve those Halloween hours. As it normally, did you say 5 to 7?
Yeah, I think Scott usually presents the Halloween hours and then they
Okay.
just base it off of what Scott presents,
Okay,
or Chief Shoemaker.
sounds good.
I just want to tell Kimberly, thank you for sending out some information today about paving. We'll be paving starting milling next Wednesday. I asked her to put in the release that we're going to put up the park police order signs early, probably Thursday, to get some trees trimmed back and things like that. And then give people a little more an opportunity, another 4 to 5 days ahead of time to make sure they're moved out of there before we get started on this.
So exciting.
Thank you.
We're anxious for that, aren't we?
Yep.
Alicia, you don't have anything?
Not tonight.
Megan or Greg? Is there any unfinished business? Bev? Carol?
I have new business.
Okay.
We have a conflict of interest statement from our park superintendent Joel Tatum, who also is the owner of A&J's Lawn Equipment, which the city uses to service lawn care equipment. So I want to present that to the Board of Works tonight for approval.
I'll make a motion that we approve the conflict of interest statement for Joel Tatum.
I'll second. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye. Okay. Do you have anything else this evening? Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Oh, I need a motion, I guess. Yes. Thank you, thank you.